structure in here is awesome. See that one? It's literally bent. Sorry, bent under the one they leaned up, which points right at the big oak tree. So cool. You can see where it's humped up right there. That one, it literally comes across, kicks down, and then kicks over into this. Kicks down. Chaga. I gotta find chaga. I'm having eye issue on my right side. I had Bell's palsy from Lyme's disease about 8-9 years ago. So I don't know if it was on the right side of my face or I'm having eye issues now. So I don't know if that's part of it, but I went to the eye doctor. I got inflammation in my eye. They also told me that they looked at my, they showed me it on screen, my optical nerve or whatever. It's supposed to be, I don't know, but anyways, he said he's never seen one like that. And what mine does is goes a little over halfway around and then it's wide open on the one side. And so then he said, for the heck of it, let's look at the left eye, which is perfectly fine, because he's thinking it's going to be different, and it's not. It's identical. I kind of had thoughts on that too, you know. And I know when you break free the chains on the inside of yourself, the veil comes down. I've experienced that. About a week of it, actually, where pure love flowed through me. And everything you see is different too, you know. You see things differently. Everything's love and everything's connected. The rest is a lie. But kind of thought maybe, you know, with all my experiences and stuff, maybe there is a veil around the optical nerve, you know. Maybe that's that circle, and maybe part of it for me is open, you know. Just a thought. I also have an extra wisdom tooth underneath my other one. I gave the dentist permission. I guess that's rare, pretty rare to a point, but they wanted to use it, you know, as pictures in training classes and stuff, so I gave them permission to do that. Oh. We had rain this morning, and then big snowflakes. Everything's melting pretty quickly. I don't know if you guys remember my recent videos of it being past my knees or up to my waist. Now it's below my knees. Yeah, I can get around a little easier. Still a workout, but there's a beautiful structure, guys. So where things cross, you always look for lineup points. A bend, tree bent behind it, a break, round out leaf hang. Actually, the one I'm standing in front of is bent, but then that lines up on the other side of it. Look at, lines up with the second X behind it. Now that one, if I drop down lower, it would actually line up with these lower structure in back here. Let's see. You guys will see the bend, little bend there, and then that stuff laying across. Of course, this bend is coming right on the edge of that structure. lot of times you line up the bend. I gotta be really tall to do that. If I do that, it'll come right across. Probably the base of those trees, maybe, I don't know. How do people deny this? I mean, look at this. Xed. One laid up in, comes across the bend into that, comes all the way this way, into the next bend, into the dead center of that X. I mean, there's a lot going on here. It's literally, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 crosses there. That's 5 crosses here and there. That's like 7, 8, like 8 X's. Probably more than that. Then you turn around and look at that. Chaga. Stay on track. Man. I can hear the ice under me breaking. I'm in a low spot. Look at that branch here though. Holy moly. And that actually lines up with a phenomenal one I showed over here. Well, that came down. That came down not too long ago. See how it's whiter colored here? That came down pretty recently. Look how far up that hollowness went. Holy moly. Look at the bends they have in front of this one. Really pretty. Boy, they brought that one a long ways to tuck it. Man. See now, like right here, all these pine trees are so worn down, like they're climbed a lot. Okay, coming up into some birch trees up in here. I am after chaga. That's cool. I think I'm coming up into their main hangout here. Anybody looking to have a really stable video with a cell phone? I know they have them for cameras too, but I use what they call a gimbal, and they're not expensive. This one was like 28 bucks used. You can get brand new ones for, 90 to 100 bucks. That would be a seat spot right back behind that. Of course, it's ribbon there. And over here where the other structure is ribbon. And I know there's chaga here. I was gonna gather it quite a few years ago and never did. I knew I'd be able to gather a lot if I wanted to. One cool thing about chaga, it'll keep growing after you chop it flush with the tree. It'll keep growing until it sucks the life out of the tree. I've actually gathered areas. I gathered for about, 5 years or so, and sold. But I've gathered areas, 3-4 times. Same areas. You don't want to gather off live trees. You don't want to gather chaga off dead trees because the chaga dies and gets kind of musky and loses all its nutrients, or a lot of it. Chaga is like I don't know, it's a fungus or like a mushroom type thing that It'll suck the life out of birch trees. That beautiful birch bend. I got one leaned over top, comes in, dead center. And cool thing is, see that black stuff up there? I think that's it. That's a piece of chaga. Too high to get. I gotta find a lower one. Yeah, this is coming into their main hangout, guys. There's a piece I can reach. Oh no, that's a dead tree, so I won't gather that. What time is it? My goodness. Look at that bend. They come a long ways to tuck that. There's a piece of chaga. Right. The black thing up there. The sign of Sasquatch in Minnesota, where I'm at, goes to pretty much nothing. Like for any new structure and any prints, all that stuff starts showing up at end of March, which is a couple of weeks here coming up. Beginning of April is when I know they come back physical form, you know, if they come out of a dimension or energy, or if they migrate, you know, they come back that way. But there's something that happens in Minnesota. I mean, it gets cold here in the winter, so I don't blame them for making their activity go down, you know, to nothing wherever they go. You know, it's not like Colorado or Pennsylvania or, you know, where you can get up into the 40s, 50s through the winter. You know, we're in a lot of times 0 degrees to 50 below, you know. So I'm finding possible tracks, but nothing fresh, you know, to where I could really tell for sure. And I'm thinking it's, you know, other animals. Of course, there's a lot of deer tracks and stuff through here. Wolves, coyotes. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of chaga up in here. My goodness. Look at this asterisk. Double, oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh, this is what blows my mind. See that one? Beautiful. You see the X? One they put in the center, they broke it from way over there. That's actually a bend. Comes up into, there's a branch, long branch off it that they bent the other way and down. My goodness. is so neat here. Anybody that knows structure knows what I'm looking at. Holy moly. Like I said, I know 100% their structures don't have to touch. Of course, they'll grid them and they touch without fail, but they also line them up. You know, like this one in front ain't touching that one, and it doesn't have to. Brown dowel leaf hang, they do those purposely, and it's like it'll catch energy. A lot of times there'll be a trident pointing at that kind of stuff, you know, or the center of an X, the top of a bend. That is so cool. Let me line up with it. Oh. So here's the cool part right here, guys. Right? Oh. How cool is that? Look at the bend in the background. Double X. Another X. This one is finagled really well. Goes way out and then way in. Into that bend. Which, that behind me all lines up with the next. Flush with it. Look at that. And that's the Astra 6 there. All this lines up on point with this and beyond. Something was here recently. And it could be birds picking it off. Maybe deer. There's deer tracks going right under it. Older deer tracks. Maybe a deer come up here was eating some of that or something. The one there they broke down. I'm excited for a couple weeks to be here because then I know they'll be coming back. My drive to work, you know, I start seeing the new brakes and structure, and then I get so excited because I know they're back, or in the process of coming back. That's kind of weird. I look at that. If I can get into it. Holy moly. See, now this structure comes down and ties into all this stuff. Look at that. And these structures tie into all this stuff. Look at that. Wow. Literally just bent in and bent in and bent and bent, and then brought over to that structure and into that stuff. So I'm really curious about that. Whoever did that, maybe porcupine. Sap will be running today. You guys will see sap. You can make birch syrup, birch beer. Should be running. Snow might be too deep. That's not running. This will be dripping like crazy in the next couple of weeks. That smells good. Any chaga? Trying to find chaga. You guys are probably screaming at the screen. There's some right there, just look. As my mind's on structure, and I have a hard time. That is really cool. You see what I mean? I get distracted so easily. Oh, it's brought up and in. It's brought laid up and in here. Purposely broke and bent down into it. This is structured, guys. Brought up and in. And then all these come to like a teepee type structure right here. Yeah, there'll be so many seats all through this. I gotta come back in here. I have so many spots. I end up not coming back in because there's so much more out there that I kind of forget. I'm not miles off the road. I can hear it. If I watch closely, I'll see cars. Well, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. If I find anything else interesting, I'll probably do another quick video. Have a good day. See you later.